the Spiral Abyss. Genshin's favorite way to remind you that your artifacts still suck. But fear not, you can still clear it. Or maybe not. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that I can earn some money. That's enough talking. Let's get into it. Alright, let's quickly look at the boss mechanics. As usual, this boss has a base resistance of 10% to all elements. Right at the beginning, it will enter sweeper mode and gain 210% resistance to all elements. Afterwards, if it has less than 10 flow momentum, the resistance would reduce down to 10%, and cryo resistance decreasing even further to -40%. Now, what is this flow momentum? You can know about it with this meter. Initially, it starts with some points, and with each cryo hit, the meter decreases. These are cryo hits and not cryo applications, so there aren't any ICD stuffs. You always need at least 2 cryo characters to counter the meter, except for Layla, who with an electro unit can easily reduce the counter since cryo reactions like cryo swirl and superconduct also reduce the meter. If the meter gets full, 2 additional beams will appear that deals massive damage. There's also another hidden meter that detects Night Soul's blessing state. When this meter gets filled, the boss enters Counter-Strike mode, where it has 50% resistance to all elements. It takes 6 seconds with 2 Natlin characters and only 3 seconds with 3 Natlin characters to fill up this meter. Although it has 50% res to all, it is still better than 210%. The second half has the Wayward Hermetic Spirit Speaker. This boss was also in the previous Abyss. Let's start with its mechanics. It has significantly high 70% cryo resistance and a standard 10% resistance to the rest of the elements. It begins with a very fast attack, after which it splits into 4 reflections. These reflections have a cryo ward worth 4 units of pyro or 8 units of electro. They are very far apart from each other, but one of the reflections always teleports to you. They have a repeating combo of 4 attacks. Now watch this clip. Move towards any one reflection and wait till another reflection teleports there. Then you can hit them together. It is not necessary to do this, but it is faster and pretty easy to execute. Regardless, the cryo wards will break with just 2 Bennett skills. After breaking all 4 wards, the Spirit Speaker will be paralyzed for 13 seconds, and its resistances will decrease to -30% for all elements except cryo, for which she will have 30% resistance. After 13 seconds, it will recover its resistances and start another attack pattern. Be careful, because these attacks are very fast and can stagger your characters easily, especially the flying attack, which is so annoying. After a while, it will again create 4 reflections and repeat everything. Try to finish it before it creates the reflections for a second time, otherwise you will have difficulty getting all 3 stars. This chamber is the easiest one, and there's not much to explain. Just avoid using physical DPS, as the Ruin Grater and Ruin Drake has 70% and 50% physical resistance, respectively. There are 3 waves in this chamber. The first wave has a Ruin Grater, followed by a Ruin Drake and a Construction Specialist mech in the last wave. The mech has an annoying spinning attack, but that's all there is to it. The second half also has 3 waves of enemies. The first wave has an Eremite Stone Enchanter. It has a base resistance of 10% to all elements. Immediately at the start of the battle, it enters an enhanced state and summons a Stone Drake, more commonly known as Crocodile. Stay close to the Crocodile, or else it will dash away and defeat it. After defeating the Crocodile, the Eremite will get stunned and again has 10% resistance to all, while having -50% geo resistance. The second wave has a Cryo Wyob that has 50% cryo resistance. You probably already know about the Wyod mechanics, and therefore I won't waste much time explaining it. It just summons a ward that you need to break, otherwise it will gain a cryo shield. Then, in the third wave, 2 eroding avatars of lava appear. They have 10% resistance to all elements. These are easy to defeat, but be careful because they attack continuously. That was all for this chamber. Most probably, you won't face any difficulty to clear this chamber. Then finally we reached the last chamber. This chamber may seem tricky, but there isn't much to it. The first half has two Weob manifestations, a Geo one in the left and a Cryo one in the right corner. The two Weobs are very far apart, and practically no one can break both their wards simultaneously. By the time you finished breaking the ward of one of them, the other would have gained a shield. Always break the Geo Weob shield, because you can break the Electro shield with Cryo characters. You will most likely have a Cryo or Pyro character in your party. After you break the shield, it's very simple to defeat it. Ideally, you want to finish this by 8:45, since the second half is very tanky. The last chamber has Kongamato, or the Mountain King, who also appeared in the previous Abyss. Let's quickly wrap this section and move to team building. The Mountain King has a high dendro resistance of 70% and a standard 10% res to all other elements. It starts with a series of 3 attacks that does a lot of damage. The first 2 attacks are very simultaneous, so dodge them properly. Remember this tip: you always want to position yourself behind the Mountain King. It will be easier for you to dodge its attacks, and you will also get a few extra seconds for the DPS window. After dodging the attacks, move to its backside, after which it will turn towards you and drop 3 flame granites. Hit them with Pyro before the Kongamato eats them, and they will explode, dealing 15% true damage to the Mountain King. Don't stay in the blast radius of the flame granites, as they will knock you in air and deal some damage. The Mountain King will be stunned for a short time. Get behind it and start attacking. After the stun phase, it will start the annoying spinning attack, where it will go spinning towards the corner and again towards the center. Get some energy during this and set up your next rotation when it starts to travel towards the center. Then it will drop a single flame granite and again do the spinning attack. You should finish it off by then to get all 3 stars. That was all for this video. I hope it helped you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to not miss future updates. Also, a video on the best teams for this Abyss will be uploaded soon. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned.